Good morning. How is everyone today? I would like to talk about the natural grid that's above us, the energy that's all around us, and what our ancestors used to know and how to have free energy. I was recommended this one video by Mary Hardy. I will be posting her link in the description below this video. And I sat and I watched it and I'm like, I had been saying a lot of things about these churches collecting energy from the populace because they've been reverted backwards. And I came across this video recommended by Zanfast, and I was like, oh my gosh, that explains everything that I was saying. And I had said some other things, and it was like, there's nothing so wonderful as having confirmation, because I see this stuff and I can't explain it. I mean, to the best of my knowledge, I can explain it, but I don't have the learning in it, and I don't have the technology as far as the technical names. I'm very inept in this area because I'm only seeing what I'm seeing, but I don't have the learning behind what it actually is. And when I sat down and I watched this video, I was like, oh, if I could have only found this many, many, many years ago. I had no idea that Mary was in existence and that she had been doing this for so long. And it talks about the powers of the pyramids, how they're actually constructed, what they're actually for, why the moon is no longer the moon that we used to know. Do you remember, if you're maybe 10 years ago even, we used to always have the waning and the waxing of the moon, where the light would go from one end to the other and until it was completely dark. So now our moon is, and we've got half of the bottom doing this, and the whole moon, it's weird. It's like we have never had where half of the moon on bottom is dark and half on top is light. And I've been saying this for years. What the heck happened to our moon? And I kept saying that our entire reality has shifted. We shifted. We are on a smaller piece of the bigger earth. Let me repeat that again. We are on a smaller piece of the bigger earth. And our earth is kind of shaped like an eyeball. And in a smaller piece of it, we have a dome over us, a toroidal field dome. But even over that, the entire bigger earth, there is a toroidal field around it where energy is running through it, and that's what makes our reality what it is. We've been very put down, we've been very monitored. We did have a state of utopia where the entire snow globe that we reside in was a utopia. It was Valhalla, Shangri-La, all these wonderful words that meant a place of harmony in existence. We had it, and it was taken from us. It was taken from us because of catastrophes, and the evil ones, because that's what they are, took advantage of everyone going into a natural disaster crisis and enslaved all of humanity, because they are a sect of people that I am very unhappy with. I don't put beings into categories or groups because this is just an experience, but I say that this one group of beings, and I'm not saying that this is the majority, but this was the handful that has done this. And I'm going to get a lot of guff when I say this name, because everyone's going to be like, no, don't say that. This may have nothing to do with you just because you're in this category. The Jews. They were kicked out of every country. They were kicked out of everything, and everybody always wanted to destroy them. Not the Jews of today, but they're still that sect. It's just like saying all Germans are Hitler. No, it's not like that either. I'm German, and I'm not a Nazi. So let me just tell you that right now. It is not all Jews. There are a sect. Just like in Germany, there was a sect that wanted to rule and conquer the world. Well, I'm not a Nazi, but I am German. So don't get angry at me because I'm telling you what I found out. So yeah, this whole thing about, I wasn't going to speak about this because if you can't say something kind, you usually shouldn't say anything at all. But this I will speak about. There is a group of, I don't know what they are. They have hoodwinked individuals to believe that they are space aliens, and they want you to believe that you need to be punished. They're all run by the cabal. Yes, there's a lot of fancy talk about it and high ideals, but in the end, they're the cabal. And they want to, they're like bait and switch, bait and switch, bait and switch. I'm going to tell you this and give you high vibrations, and then I'm going to slam you down with this. Because guess what? I want you to stay my slave. So, I'm not saying that these people are doing it intentionally, the ones that are taking in the information, because they're being duped. But I will just say that keep your ears open. If you hear things that don't resonate with you, like, oh, this wonderful thing and this wonderful thing, but now you got to be punished for some reason because you can't evolve. Know that we were in utopia. Know that we had Valhalla. We had Shangri-La. And it's not that we have to become better beings. We were the better beings. And the reason we're in the shit that we're in now is because we have been taken over by a bunch of damn Satanists. And if anything out there, especially a higher being that you're hearing from another place is telling you any negativity about you not being able to get out of the shit, know that they're cabal. Oh, yes, they are. So, on that, better not go any further. But, if you hear things and it doesn't resonate with you and it grains you, even if they're saying a high moral thing, you better start questioning everything. And because anything that's of a high moral would never backstep into something that's negative, harmful, degenerative on a species. And I'm talking the human species. So, back to Mary Hardy. This video was just phenomenal that she did. Makes me want to go outside and build a pyramid in my backyard. I have an actual, it's not my yard, it's my brother's yard, but there is an actual energy well right here in my brother's yard. And it's the most amazing thing. I think I'll show it to you. Natural energy wells will actually, depending on how strong it is, repel vegetation because it's a vortex going up. I want to show you this. My brother has a tree, and there's an energy well out here, and it actually is bending. I don't know if you can see this. It's bending the tree limbs. Can you see this? And it's all the way up. So the energy well is actually right here. I will be standing in the energy well. This is the energy well. Can you imagine if I put a pyramid here? What would happen? Because you can build these pyramids. She shows you how to do it. So there is a natural energy well here, and it's bending all these limbs only on this one side because the whole rest of the tree, it's as straight as can be. And it's crazy. And I'm sure Kai has no idea that he's got this in his yard. That's my brother's name. But all the other branches are completely straight all the way around except for where the energy well is. So can you imagine how many energy wells there are on our snow globe, in our snow globe? And could be in your backyard like this. This is the most fabulous tree. I just love it. But yeah, beautiful natural. They used to build star forts over these energy wells because they are such a power point. All star forts are built over energy wells. Now, this energy well is not that big. I'd say it's maybe about 50 feet, maybe 50 feet round, and that's about it. But there are energy wells that are enormous. That's why the star forts are there. And if they tell you that they were built by the Americans, nah, they've been there way long, much longer than that. So now let me try to put this back up here again. Oh my. I can get this set up. But yeah, so I would suggest everybody watch the video and become very enlightened. It's very fascinating. I sat through it and it's like, I have terminology now. So I guess this will be my very short video for the day. I'm looking out, people are walking by. But I was so very fascinated about how the churches were turned, everything has been reverted, everything's been inverted in our new reality, and it's not good. So, okay then, everybody have a great day. Bye.